Hello and welcome back to Tungsten Tales. Today we're bringing you the BDO picks for the Grand Slam of Darts in Wolverhampton, running towards the end and the middle of November, should I say. Today the BDO has released their 8 picks for the tournament. Some may come as a surprise to you. I will say, first of all, 2 women involved in the tournament and no Leighton Bennett, but a familiar name to BDO supporters who's now in the PDC does make the list. So first of all, we'll just kick off, Wayne Warren makes the list. Wayne Warren will be a debutant in this year's event. He's never competed in the Grand Slam of Darts, but he has made a quarter-final in the BDO World Championship, of course that in 2018. Wayne has been injured recently, so I'm a little surprised that he has made the cut this time around, but when he's at his best, a very free-flowing and heavy-scoring player, so could be a good addition to the tournament. Next up is Jim Williams. The Welshman was sure to be in the tournament this time around. The Welsh thrower, of course, the World Trophy champion, capturing his first major back in September. He's one of the top rated players. I think he's 3rd ranked in the BDO system. Made the World Championship finals in 2019. So Jim Williams, of course, doing well at the England Masters, another championship win there. Jim Williams, a sure pick for the BDO. Third up, Wesley Harms. Another fairly easy pick, I would imagine, for the selectors. A 4-time Grand Slam of Darts competitor, should I say, and he's twice reached the second round, getting past the round robin first round stage. He's won 7 titles in 2019, probably been the most consistent player in the BDO circuit, ranked number 1 as well, so a fairly easy pick for the BDO in this occasion. Fourth, we move on to a fellow Dutchman. This time we'll be making his Grand Slam of Darts debut. It's Richard Veenstra, a player that's reached a World Championship semi-final, and to me, I was a little bit surprised that he'd not made a Grand Slam appearance before, considering some of the results he's had in recent years. In 2019, Richard, of course, won the Dutch Open Championships, probably one of the hardest tournaments to win in the BDO systems. Thousands of men turn up for that tournament, so to win that you've got to be an extremely good player. He's ranked number 2 in the BDO and another free-flowing, quick Dutch player, as most of them are these days. So Richard Veenstra also in the Grand Slam of Darts. Next up, not really a surprise, but an excellent addition to the Grand Slam. It's Mikuru Suzuki. She's bound to bring in a lot of Japanese viewers. I mean, we saw at the World Championships there was an extreme spike once she took to the stage, and of course she won the World Championships in 2019, beating Ashton in the first round before progressing, and of course beating Lorraine Winstanley in the final. She hasn't won another tournament this year, but being based over in Japan, obviously it's a long journey for her to make most of the BDO tournaments over here in Europe. So Mikuru Suzuki, one of the finest female darters out there, and she's sure to have a good time over in Wolverhampton. Next up, one that may come as a little surprise to you, is Dave Parletti. Parletti's only been around at the upper echelons of the BDO system for a couple of years now, but he's been performing extremely well in recent months. Played well in the British Classic and British Open the other week, and made his World Championship debut in 2019. Didn't go quite how he would have wanted, but he's up to, I believe, 5 in the rankings now, and an extremely confident player at his best. So Dave Parletti, maybe a slight surprise option for the BDO, but a Welsh Classic and Romania Open champion in his own right. So Dave Parletti makes the Grand Slam of Darts and we're making his debut in Wolverhampton this year. Next up, it's the second female pick for the BDO, breaking new grounds. 2 ladies involved in the Grand Slam of Darts this time around. It's Lisa Ashton, of course a 4-time world champion. She also competed in the PDC World Championships back in last December. She lost out to Jan Dekker in the first round there, but was superb and of course took the first set and ran Jan fairly close. So Lisa Ashton, familiar with the PDC stage, that will help her in the Grand Slam of Darts. She's of course in some of the best form of her life, winning the British Open, British Classic and the pairs event with Maria O'Brien. She won the World Trophy a month or so previous, and Lisa Ashton is the best female player in the BDO at the moment, but in my opinion anyway. So Lisa Ashton getting a good opportunity at the Grand Slam of Darts, and I think many people, depending on what sort of group she gets, will expect to see her progress in that group. So Lisa Ashton, a great opportunity for her in Wolverhampton in a couple of weeks' time. And finally, the final pick, Glen Durrant, the current BDO world champion, of course a 3-time world champion in the BDO. Switched to the PDC in January, but is of course, with the World Championships coming up in 2 or 3 months' time, is the current reigning BDO world champion. That's an important fact to take note of there. He's had a good time in the PDC so far, 2 Players' Championship wins and a semi-final of the World Match Play and the recent World Grand Prix. So Glen Durrant, I mean, he's in superb form in the PDC. He's also nearing the top 32. He may have even broke into the top 32 by the time this is recorded. So Glen Durrant, a sure pick if you can see past the fact he's moved in to the PDC in, of course, recent months. But the reigning world champion in the BDO, it has to be a sure pick for me. And it would be great to see him hop on the Grand Slam stage for the first time as a PDC player, even though he is representing the BDO up there in Wolverhampton. So there are your picks for the Grand Slam of Darts 2019, the 8 BDO picks of course. 2 women in the Grand Slam of Darts for the first time ever, 2 Welshmen, 2 Dutchmen, of course Dave Parletti making his debut and Glen Durrant, the current reigning BDO world champion. If you have any thoughts, whether you agree or disagree with these picks, then please let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to press that subscribe button and click notifications to make sure you never miss a video.